Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the San Diego Padres and the Cincinnati Reds. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Standing in, Jurickson Profar, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For San Diego, the center fielder, Jurickson Profar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Roll, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Career numbers against Sonny Gray, batting .500, 4 for 8. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit here for Hosmer.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. You try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Stays alive, still 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Taken in by Votto to second for one. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. One hit's all they get. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Joey Lucchesi will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Leading
At the
off
plate,
for the
Nick
Reds,
Senzel, as we take a
center
look at the
fielder,
splits between April and May.
Senzel.
The pitch.
Here we go.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now here it comes. 3-1 now as that misses down and in. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. And with Great American being one of the best hitters parts around, no surprise that he's a much better hitter here in Cincinnati than out on the road. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Senzel aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. At the plate, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. The 1-0. Chopper to short, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Steal. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Here's the 2-0. Hit down the third baseline. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. We are still scoreless. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7.
Fernando Tatis.
Now the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
That is it. The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
At the plate, Manny Machado. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No score here as we play inning number 2. Two balls and no strikes.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So digging in now, Will Myers. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. Galvis on to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Mike Moustakas, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lucchesi is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. 1-1. Here it comes. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting 6, the left fielder, number 44.
Now to the plate, Aristides Aquino, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Galvis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now pitch on the way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Digging in, Kurt Casale, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games. First pitch of the at-bat. Casale swings a bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was taken in the 10th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted.
The throw short hops him at first, and now 2 men are aboard.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Starting.
Well, when you're making that throw all the way across, you've got to make sure you gather and fire, because if you don't, the ball will sink on you. Looked like he tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an error.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Sonny Gray, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bottom of the second here with no score.
Ball.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. On the ground for Dozier at second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score. Here's Brian Dozier now. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season.
Dozier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Standing in now, Francisco Mejia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 8 home runs and 22 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. No one out with a runner at second. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Number 44 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 37, Joey Lucchesi.
The pitcher, Joey Lucchesi, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chop to the right side. Should get the runner to third. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third
The
base.
center fielder, number 10, Jurickson Profar.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First pitch on its way.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else, or that pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them, they can be torched.
The man on third with 2 down. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter.
1-1.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Ready with the 1-1.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here's the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Striding in once again, Eric Hosmer. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh, 1-0.
Third inning, no score to this point. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. The set and the 2-1. Line towards center field. And a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Padres will jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
At the plate now, Tommy Pham. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Comes set, the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, runners at first and second. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Misses, ball 2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. This is in the air to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the one. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Padres 1 and the Reds nothing.
Welcome back. The Reds are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, "Yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch." Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off.
So it's back to
Reds,
the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's a ball. That's ball 2. 2-0.
Two balls and a strike. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Joey Votto will be next. The 3-1. 3-2, full count. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The next 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Striding into the box, Joey Votto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Fouled away. Votto, a Canadian native, is in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles, doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So one gone now in the Cincinnati third, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. First delivery to him on the way. Suarez, left field and carrying well. Into the upper deck and gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The right fielder, number
Nick
2.
Castellanos now.
Nick Castellanos.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Pham is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Mike Moustakas. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the high velocity. If he shows that great arm action and pulls the string on you, sometimes a pop-up is going to be the result.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh.
Two out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Just hung in there on that one. Ready with another 2-2.
3-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a liner. Therefore, it is Profar, and Jurickson has it to retire the side. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 2-1 Cincy. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Leading off the inning, Fernando Tatis Jr. as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The third baseman, number 13.
Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Here's Manny Machado now. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are two away now.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see the top two pitch velocities here, 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. Now at the plate, Will Myers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Nope.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
This is a good at bat so far here with two away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Strike two called, and it's full 3-2. Popped him up. Galvis is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. In now for the Reds, Aristides Aquino. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
44.
First pitch on its way.
Here we go. Oh, 1-0. No, that's
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last
Number
pitch
3.
looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Standing in, Freddie Galvis. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. Ball 2.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
Two runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. 3-0 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Here it is, the 3-0. On the ground to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
First and second here with nobody out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. A 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now the 2-1. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And this one misses for ball 4, and now that'll load him up here with nobody out.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
He's set, and the pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. There's 1. But the return throw will be too late, and the run is in to score. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Nick Senzel. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Line to the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. And not in time as the run scores. Throw won't get him.
The first baseman,
Stepping into the box, Joey Votto. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Comes set with the 0-1. In his career, Votto is at least partially known for being a long ball threat, of course. In fact, he's standing on the doorstep of 300 career home runs as he hits here. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We played 4 full. It's the Reds 4 and the Padres 1. Brian Dozier at the plate. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Brian Dozier.
And now pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the
Now
count.
batting.
1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
So now to the plate, Francisco Mejia. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
So a full count now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Josh Naylor will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Josh Naylor.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Padres down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Your
Cal
attention,
Quantrill,
please.
a right-handed
Now
reliever
pitching
standing
for the
6'3", gets the ball now
Number
out of the
40.
bullpen.
Cal Quantrill.
Digging in and looking for more,
Leading off
Eugenio
for the
Suarez.
Reds,
He's working on
the
a
third
1-for-2
baseman,
game so far.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Ball one. One ball. No strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Nope. That's the ball. That's ball 3.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Swung on and missed 3-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Hit hard up the middle. Dozier has it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a ball line softly down the left field line, but foul. The 0-2 once more. Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
2 gone in the Cincinnati 5th. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. The Reds lead it 4-1. Jurickson Profar digs in next.
Leading off for the Padres, the center fielder, Jurickson Profar.
First offering on its way.
Strike 1. 0-1.
Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis has it. throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. This one's down to third, right to him. And there are 2 away now.
Up next,
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So striding in, Tommy Pham. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 1-0 home. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Gray now on 2-0. A bouncer to the left side. High hop, and he barehands it. He's out. So nothing happening this time around. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Reds are on top, 4-1. Digging in, Aristides Aquino. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
The left fielder, number 44.
Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. That evens it up 1-1. Hit hard down the left field line. And nearly extra bases to start the inning, but this winds up foul by inches. Wow. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis. Fouled off. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Dozier, and that's the 2nd out.
Now back.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
Settling in now, Kirk Casale. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 2 out, nobody on. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Fastball just inside. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I always felt this was the toughest pitch for me to pick up. A good executed slider, and that's exactly what happened right there. You get an ugly swing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order, but they lead it 4-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Matt Bowman will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here.
Now pitching.
Tucker Barnhart will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Now catching and batting 9.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
And in steps Manny Machado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1 out, nobody on. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Fouled away. The next 3-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So here's Will Myers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Myers awaiting the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Stepping in now, Brian Dozier, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. From the stretch. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit on the ground to third. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 1 left for San Diego. They trail it 4-1.
7th inning, Reds.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Matt Strahm is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Trent Grisham is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
And batting 9, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
2-2.
The 2-2.
3 balls.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there.
Now batting,
no doubt
center
he was
fielder.
completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box now, Nick Senzel, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Strahm, a rare ball player from North Dakota. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Left field and deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Into the box, Joey Votto. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball one.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Here we go. Ball two.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Two out, nobody on.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Michael Lorenzo has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzo.
Stepping into the box, Francisco Mejia, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Francisco Mejia.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball one. 1-1. Two balls. Two straight.
Drilled to the right side. Moustakas has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The right fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Now batting, Trent Grisham, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Grisham is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Here's Jurickson Profar.
Quick.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. No hits to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the eighth, straight ahead. Reds out in front, 4-1. Craig Stammen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
San Diego, number 34, Craig Stammen.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugenio Suarez. He homered back in the third inning in this one.
Eugenio Suarez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 is taken for ball two. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Two and two count. Here it comes. Oh, and this one's dangerously up and in as he hits the deck here. It's ball three now. Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. And that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Baseman, Mike Moustakas.
At the plate now, Mike Moustakas. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Has a look, now the pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Runners on first with 1 down. This is skied into short left center. Tatis takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Digging in now, Aristides Aquino. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he takes a called strike 1. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Raisel Iglesias comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
And batting in the 6th spot, number 26, Raisel.
Now at the plate, Eric Hosmer. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. Unable to find the zone with the slider. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
To the plate now, Tommy Pham. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. From the stretch.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Still no thought of a challenge here as they'll run it to 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-0. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
A runner at second, nobody out. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Number 4 is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Bounce towards the mound. Barehanded on the move. In time. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Ready once again, Manny Machado. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. From the stretch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Machado is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
The 2-0 on the way.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
To third. He's got it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds are back in the win column again as they take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Cincinnati led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Sonny Gray notches his 3rd win of the year. Joey Lucchesi was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Raisel Iglesias hammers down the save, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Padres, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.